Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. Not having had the chance to say so earlier this week, I wanted to start by offering you my heartfelt congratulations on your election on behalf of the Green Caucus. Your role in this 44th Parliament is a critical one, and I know already you're doing it with grace and integrity. Au moment où je prends la parole,
as I rise to speak, it's the first time that I do so, and I am struck by the sacred space here called the Chamber of Commons.
House, I hope this sense of awe is never extinguished, because with it comes a sense of responsibility to discuss constructively, to disagree without being disagreeable, and most of all, to be respectful in this place. I'd also like to publicly thank my neighbours in Kitchener Centre for placing their trust in me. My question this evening picks up on one asked by the Honourable Member for Victoria yesterday. Fossil fuels are the primary contributor to the climate crisis, accounting for almost or over 75% of global greenhouse gas emissions. As such, we must stop burning oil, gas, and coal at the pace that scientists like the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change have called for. In Canada, this means at least a 60% reduction by 2030. And we must be honest with ourselves. It's the combustion of fossil fuels that in turn fuel the climate emergency and the extreme weather that has led to this emergency debate and to lives lost and infrastructure crumbled in BC. Yet, in the midst of this state of emergency, our federal government continues to subsidize the domestic oil and gas sector, estimated at $17 billion in 2020. My question for the Honourable Member is, does he not agree it's time to reinvest these funds in people working in the oil and gas industry, in their future, and in the communities hardest hit, needing the funds not only to recover, but as the member has mentioned, to also adapt? Thank you.
The Honourable Member for Abbotsford in 45 seconds or less, please.
Mr. Speaker, I'm a little bit disappointed with that member's question. Here we are debating perhaps the disaster of our lifetime. An historic disaster across southern British Columbia. This is not about a fight over oil and gas. This is about the people of Abbotsford, of the Fraser Valley, of the Fraser Canyon, the interior of British Columbia, who are suffering immensely right now. They don't want to have a fight right now about oil and gas. What they want is an assurance from this government that this government will be there for them, and that in the future this government will deliver the kinds of infrastructure investments that will ensure that this never ever happens again to them.